not even close, just leave it alone. I'm Michael Jordan, I play for the team I own. Team I own. Team I own. Team I own. Team I own.
Don't music make you lose control. Music make you lose control. Let's go.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Dopamine. I am your host, Tawan, a.k.a. Hollow Tip. We are here at the wonderful Spokes on Southern. Like, I absolutely love this location. They have, if I wanted to plug a dish, they have the best salmon BLT. Like, it's wonderful.
Really?
With pesto sauce.
Okay.
It's absolutely wonderful.
Okay.
So they were gracious enough to have us come here. We've been filming all day. This has been a really super packed day. So thank you for joining.
Okay.
As I always say, if this is your first time joining us, welcome. If this is not, then welcome back.
Okay.
Today, I have someone that I have been trying to get on forever. I am so excited to have this gentleman on. Just a brief introduction of how we met. I think, honestly, if I look back on it, it was after one of my classes. And I believe he may have been trying to get me out of the room. Like,
it was in
telling me to
passing.
get out.
It was. Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
I was in there
Yeah.
a little bit too long. But we ended up chopping it up. And
Yeah.
when I heard his story, I seriously wanted him to just come on. And he was so gracious enough to come on the show.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
have Romero Russell,
Yes.
correct? Also known as Artifacts,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay, perfect. Tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Ooh, what you want to know?
The hot question.
The hot question.
If we want, we can go ahead and get into it where you have many titles.
Yeah.
Where you're from.
Yeah.
So just tell us a little bit. Are you from Arizona?
No,
Okay,
I was
one
actually
of the many
born in San
people.
Francisco.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
from the Bay Area. Oakland is actually my heart.
All right.
That's why I moved from Oakland to San Antonio, Texas.
See-
So San Antonio
okay.
is home for me.
That's
I love
home for
Texas.
you?
Texas is my spot.
Yes. How'd you end up here in Arizona?
To get out of my comfort zone,
Okay.
I mean, just to be completely transparent.
Yeah.
I mean, I was comfortable
Yeah.
in Texas.
Seriously?
Yeah.
How long you been here?
Almost 2 years. It'll be
Oh.
2 years in February.
Okay. What were you about to say? I think I cut you off. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you good.
Okay.
It's like I do a lot of motivational speaking and
Mhm.
outreach in the schools. I go to the prisons, mentor inmates, and part of my spiel is if you want to grow, you got to get uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah.
You got to embrace. You got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Oh, my goodness.
If that makes sense.
Yes.
And it's kind of hard to do. So I
See?
looked at my life, my wife's life, the kids' life, and we were comfortable. Everything was good.
See, and I'm so glad that you said that, and I wish that he was here. Jack Brickhouse, that is one of his sayings that he loves, that get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yeah, you have to.
Because you can get really content in a place that you know everyone, that you know the routine, and you don't want to step away. So
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are not from here, so I've only met probably a handful of people that are actually from Arizona.
Okay.
So everyone comes here for their different reasons.
Yeah.
So
It's nice. I mean, it's grown on me.
yeah, that's what I say. Do you like it? Everyone has mixed reviews.
It's different.
It's different.
I'll just say that. No, we're not, and not saying anything bad about Arizona. I mean, I love Arizona. We live in Scottsdale. It's good. I love Phoenix. I
Yes.
love Scottsdale. I love Tempe.
Uh-huh.
But there's something about the South.
Yeah.
There's something about that Southern hospitality.
Oh, yeah.
That's a real thing.
It is. Oh, yeah, seriously. Well, I can tell when we met.
Yeah.
It was just, the conversation was just flowing.
Yeah.
And I just loved it. Like, let's go ahead and get into your titles because you touched on a few of them.
'Kay.
So I jotted them down here because there are lots. You are an award-winning martial arts instructor. Correct?
Okay, you can say that.
Okay. I just wanted to throw that little credential in there.
Okay.
Public speaker, motivational speaker.
Yes.
And you were on the Mayor's Fitness Council in Texas.
Yes, I
and
was.
celebrity trainer.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I won an
So-
award for, let's go back, clarify for
Yeah.
the martial arts. I won Instructor of the Year.
Okay.
1 year, yeah.
See, and that's what I saw. I was like, oh, no, we're going to put award winning on there.
That's
So,
fine. That's fine. Yeah.
So I know with the celebrity trainer, I actually have my niece. Shout out to Taylor. She actually is going to get ready to go to school, to college, and
Okay.
her goal is to be a physical therapist.
Yes,
moving into that
yes,
role
yeah.
with exercise science.
Okay.
How did you get into the celebrity trainer role? Because a lot of people look at that as top notch. Like that's it.
I have to be honest. It kind of fell in my hands.
Okay.
My mom was overweight. I helped her with her story, and I was like, I could do this for a living. Left California,
Yeah.
moved to Texas, and I was training a woman by the name of Millie Smith.
Okay.
Her and her friend,
Uh-huh.
and she says, "You ought to train my husband." I'm like, "Okay, what's he do?" He plays basketball.
Okay.
I'm like, "Okay." So I'm not starstruck. That just doesn't bother me. I mean, I get more excited about other people or other things.
Yes.
And so he comes in. He played for the Spurs.
Okay.
Steve Smith.
Okay. Yes.
So I trained him. I worked with him for a few years, and it was a wonderful
That's what I was
experience.
gonna say. How was that experience? Did you feel like the expectation was high, or you guys just had a great meshing of
We
the
had a
relationship?
great mesh because originally, because I'm almost 50.
Oh yeah,
I
that's.
know.
I'm glad you plugged that. Yes.
So he and I are close to the same. He's like a few months older than me.
Okay.
So he was like, "Man, you're in pretty good shape. You got to
Yes.
train me." I'm like, "Okay." So I worked with him.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I worked with him. At one time, I had like 6 of the Spurs wives.
So, I'm about to say, because I know that you said that you trained the wives as well.
Yeah, yeah.
How did that go? Like, was it a lot of strength training, toning? Like,
Originally, it was to get them in shape after they had babies.
perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Gotcha.
Get them back in shape.
Well,
Because I helped my
everyone wants to
mom,
bounce
so
back.
I had to help. I helped them.
Yeah.
It's a great experience.
Oh my
It
goodness.
was wonderful.
So another one of your titles too, where you said that you actually speak to people in the prison, so it's motivational speaking.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get into that? Like, I know that's something that a lot of people don't want to do, where they feel like, okay, whatever, but they write them off. I'm a
Yeah,
big, huge supporter of rehabilitation and
Yes.
welcoming into the community.
Yes, I am too.
Yeah, reducing recidivism rates. So how did you get into speaking to inmates and helping them?
So during my martial arts career and my training career, I'm big into fitness. Fitness is my passion, and I was writing this book about fitness.
Okay.
And I'm writing, and my wife in the background was like, and I'll talk about her later. I'm like, what's wrong? And she was like, that's not the book you need to be writing. I'm like, why not? She was like, that's not the story
Okay.
you should tell. I'm like, no, okay. So people who knew me or who were close to me said the same thing. You need to write about your story.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm not ready yet.
Yeah.
So a friend of mine, he lived in San Antonio on top of his game. And what he did was, I called him the Moses of fitness.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, because he left his lifestyle
Uh-huh.
and then moved to the inner city
Okay.
to teach inner city kids. And I'm like, I'm like, wow, if he can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
But I still wasn't ready to tell my story yet.
Okay.
So he and I talked, and he was like, you need to tell your story. I'm like, I'm not ready yet, because I don't want to resurrect those old demons.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm going to tell it. So I was wrongfully convicted,
Okay.
and I spent some time in San Quentin. Yeah, a lot of people didn't know that.
Yeah, but
but
that's
the
hardcore.
yeah, I can talk about it now because I felt if I didn't talk about it,
Yeah.
someone else might find out and be like, hey, talk about this.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just talk about it.
You embrace
And
your past.
embrace
seriously.
it. So the moment I started speaking about it, things and doors started to open.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Seriously. Because a lot of people, like you said, they just want to put it past them and act as if it didn't happen. But if you
Yeah.
embrace,
I embraced
everyone
it.
makes mistakes. Everyone has their learning experiences.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you can't go through something without learning from it. And if you don't learn from it, then
Yeah,
it's kind of a waste of time. you
So
know?
when my case got overturned, it was overturned as if I never went because I was wrongfully convicted.
Oh,
And I was
wow.
like, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna turn my back on the system because they turned their back on me, and I didn't want to talk about it. I was
Yeah.
like, nope. Left California, and I was
wow.
like, okay, I'm leaving Cali, and I'm this new personification of me.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna reinvent myself because nobody knows.
Yeah.
And then one day, just doors started open. I'm teaching martial arts. I'm
Yep.
speaking in schools, and I'm doing life skill training to the kids, and they're pillars of the community. And the parents are like, "Oh my God, where did this come from?" And my wife was like, "You need to tell them where that came from."
Exactly.
I'm like, "I'm not ready yet." And then the moment I started talking about it, doors opened.
Yeah, that was that breakthrough.
It was
I'm
that
sure.
breakthrough.
Well, I'm about to say, with you being able to embrace your past, I'm pretty sure you are just the pivotal person to have speak to people that are, incarcerated because they know that there's hope.
Yeah.
That can be the thing where they're trying to break down your hope, and
Yeah.
you coming in and saying you can do this.
You can
that's
do it.
wonderful.
It wasn't until I jumped rope on TV for an hour on
Okay, I was
Daytime
gonna
at
touch on
9
that, yes.
in San Antonio, Texas. And because I know the host, Kimberly Crawford,
Okay.
and the co-host, Esteban Solis, after the cameras were off, he comes out to me. He was like, "Why'd you do it?" I'm like, "Because I gave Kim my word I would do it." He was like, "No. Why'd you do it?"
Exactly.
I'm like, "Because I told her I would do it." He said, "Nah.
I know, what's the real
What's
why?"
the real reason?" I was like, "If I say I'm going to do something, I got to do it."
Yeah.
He was like, "Well, I admire you, man. You my hero." I said, "No, you my hero." He said, "Why me?" He told his story about his incarceration,
Yeah.
which gave me the courage to tell mine.
Okay.
So he works for the TV station, and they gave him a position to show the world that you can come from the gutter or you can come from the dirt, brush you off, give you a good job, and you can be an instrument to the rest of the world.
Perfect.
And so I'm like, you know what? I was incarcerated too.
Yeah.
He was like, you? I'm like, yeah. He was like, I'm supposed to go to this prison and mentor these inmates, but I'm going to bring you with me. I'm like, oof. And I wasn't ready to go back to that. I wasn't ready to go back to an institution like that because
Yeah.
it gives you nightmares.
Yeah, I'm
Just,
sure.
I mean, no matter if you did it or you didn't do it, just to be in that atmosphere, it's not where a human being should be.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, they try to break you down. At least that's my view of it.
They do.
They try to break you down, but it's up to you to bring yourself back up.
Mentally
you know what I mean?
and physically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So before we go to break, I loved how you just glossed over that you did the jump rope because you just tell them how long you jump rope for.
It was hours for the whole show.
Okay, and you got to put that out there.
Yeah.
Right? That
Yeah,
was,
because I called Kim
wow.
because every Wednesday they have a segment called Workout Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I reached out to her. I said, hey, everybody just talks about fitness. Who's really about it? She says, what you mean? I was like, how about you guys do a physical activity and show the audience what you can do instead of just talking about it? And she said, well, what you got in mind? I said, how about I jump rope for the whole hour while you guys just talk about fitness? She says, yeah, right. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. So a few months go by, and the show comes on Wednesday. She called me on a Tuesday night. She was like, okay, be at the studio tomorrow by 8. I'm like, oh, shoot, I wish you would have gave me some more time.
Here we go.
Okay. So the segment is actually up on, it's up on Instagram. It's up on my social media platforms, so you can see it.
Yes.
I had on all black. Because I'm thinking I'm going to be in the studio with the lights on.
We had you outside.
They had me outside in the San Antonio heat.
Jump rope for an hour.
If you look at my face, I was like, these Mickey Fickies.
And I'm sure everybody was watching you like, okay.
Yeah, because I was by the freeway and you can see the cars go by.
Okay.
So based on my martial arts training, I just, worked on my breathing and I just focused on other things other than what I was doing.
That's perfect.
If that makes sense. So I was counting the cars.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like,
there's something to distract you.
yeah, I'm like, let me count every white car that goes by. Okay, I'm done with the white cars. Let me count the black cars. Okay, let me count the red cars. And I did it. And I'm telling the story out of order, but that's when Esteban came out after the lights went off. Why'd you do it? And about 2 weeks later, we go to this prison in Texas, and we talked to the inmates, and that was
stop it right there.
passionate.
We're gonna go ahead and leave that as a teaser.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
And this is just the beginning for our jump roper Ramiro. He has graciously made himself available to jump rope on today's show the entire hour. We're challenging him, and we'll check in with him throughout the show today. So don't go anywhere, you guys. Daytime at 9, special workout fitness show continues after the break. Go, go, go. He's not even sweating.
I'm sweating looking at him.